What is going on? I'm ZMOT. That is ZMOT, Z-M-O-T, Z-M-O-T in your creator boost, spelled a little bit differently, phonetically up the top left-hand corner of your screen. Nonetheless, let's jump in. We are at rank 17 at the 3 engine room level. Showed you this base in a previous video. Just super nasty, super filthy, and the number one way to take these bases down is Cluster Grenade. Cluster Grenade is a fantastic tool this season, and the reason for that is there's a lot of mines back there, and we don't want to deal with those mines, so Cluster Grenade clears all sorts of stuff in behind. If you're facing a base with all of the mines behind defenses, you can use artillery to clear them. That's pretty expensive. Bricks, Cluster Grenade does a great job, but you have to be angled correctly. So good way to avoid losing troops, good way to clear mines, good way to be fairly quick. So in past seasons, Cluster Grenade has been where you just flare directly at the engine room. You see just how many mines we're clearing there. We're only hitting a couple shock mines, and as a result, our times are fairly quick. Don't have flares on this account. Actually, I do have flares on this account, but not using them a heck of a lot until we get to that final engine room. This one is at 17. We're not going to be playing this one, though. I am going to do the old swapperoo. And we are going to jump to this one right about here. This is my 4 engine room base. Now, 4 engine rooms, I figured there'd be no fizzles at the 4 engine room level. I was wrong. Turns out you need to go back and get troop health. Troop health and troop damage. These two are the keys to this season so far, on top of shock mines. Like those 3 nodes, I probably could keep going, but I found that those 3 nodes are so vital. The fact that I don't have them on this one, I'm going to go back and get them. I'm probably going to regret doing that because I was trying to push forward to rocket choppas. Rocket choppas, of course, fly above stupid critter launchers. They fly above all of the shock mines and boom mines and mortars and flamethrowers. So rocket choppas should be a huge push point, and I just put myself a little bit backwards trying to get to them. But this one hasn't gotten into gold yet, so jumping this one into gold would be a great way to do that. This person does not appear to have shock mines, so we are going to switch it up. We're going to switch to brick. I am going to come in from this side, hoping I don't fizzle. The fact that we've got troop health should make a very big difference here. We're going to wait till brick is out of the way of that cannon, and then we're going to battle orders on in, delaying our battle orders a bit just to make sure that we can battle orders the heck away from that cannon as well. That is going to be fairly important. Again, throwing shocks, little bit concerned about the number of mines that this person's got. And as a result, gonna get the heck out of the way as fast as we possibly can. This is where those sky shields are so incredibly frustrating. Waiting. We're gonna wait a second here just to get these next couple buildings down. That way we can battle orders our way in on. Where the heck did brick go? Brick, our battle orders was wasted because you were not paying attention. And now we're going to end up with a time of about 3 minutes. Generally speaking, at the 4 engine room level, you need to be faster than 2 minutes 35 seconds. 2 minutes 35, 2 minutes 37, somewhere in there generally will get you the win. We managed to take out their brick. That's going to be huge for us. And as a result, let's see. Check out where their time's going to be. Come on, 2:35. They're going to be a little bit slower, I think, and or even fizzle. So shock mines are not to be trifled with. We got a little bit lucky there, or well-placed cannon, depending on how you look at it, with taking down brick. First win of the day. I've already been into 15. On the 4 engine room level, with their spread out, I'm using Cluster Grenade and splitting my boats for one side, for the other side. If they've got lots and lots of mines, I've been using bricks, iron will. If they don't have shock mines like that one, we're able to use battle orders. Sorry, lots of things going on here. We're going to go something like this. I am going to get a little bit of extra gunboat energy here, waiting for this first initial machine gun. We're not in a huge rush at the 4-engine room level. It is not crazy rush. It's just a little teeny tiny bit of rush. So now that that's gone, we're going to get over into there. Not throwing our shock quite yet. Not using our iron will quite yet, because frankly we don't need it. We just need to get past that front shock mine, hoping next up that we can get all the way back into there, and this is where that next bit of iron will is going to come out. Iron will is of course Brick just stays behind. Brick ignoring the flare. Frustrating. It doesn't happen terribly often these days, but it does happen on occasion, and as a result we are going to be in a world of pain. So those untouched bugs are going to cost us this attack likely. Brick, we brought Brick with her iron will. The fact that we threw the flare and before we hit the ability, just frustrating. We didn't wait for the flare to land before touching the ability. I guess that's on me because this bug has been around for a long time. Need to be more careful than we were. All of our heavies are going to just eat it on those mines. Maybe we're going to throw a second flare just in case, because we got nothing better to do with our gunboat energy. And just like Degauzer on the previous attack, someone's going to hold a magnet to our hard drive. Degauze, come on. Sorry, if that reference wasn't clear. Degauzing a hard drive is removing all of the data forcefully using electronic interference, magnetic fields. That's where I was going with that. We managed to get 2 minutes 22 seconds against SAC. What is SAC? SAC is stuck. So our base is still holding up. They're using cryos and medics. I have not seen cryos and medics be useful at the 4-engine room level. There are not enough defenses left yet, but SAC is using them, so we picked up the win. Back into 15. Huzzah. Let's do one more battle. Just to be clear, with that Brick, I'll show you the replay. I'm guessing that if we watch, Brick's ability is going to come out and then the flare is going to land. What you need to do is make sure that the flare lands before you use Brick's ability. I've forgotten about that because we haven't encountered that bug in a little bit. Ground flares there. Make sure you are using ground flares. And I said that here, we're going to slow down to half speed here because it's about to go down. No, the flare had landed, so I don't know why the heck Brick's less. Maybe the flare hadn't landed enough. Don't know. I don't know why Brick managed it. Maybe she just didn't want it. She was just not having any. Wish I had artillery. Would have dropped an artillery on her head, but we don't have that option. So this one looks like a clear-cut cluster grenade all the way through it. Should be able to take all of this stuff down. Let me know in the comments if you're using different strategies. I realize this is just full frontal. There's not a lot of theory here. There's not a lot of strategy here. We're getting Brick slightly to the right. The reason for that is we want her cluster grenade to clear all of those shock mines. We got both of them. Perfect shot, Brick. Brick fully redeeming herself. And now we should be able to just walk through all of this stuff. We're going to shock on that left-hand side because Brick is not over there. And then we're going to get this value shock on that right-hand side. Shocking 2 cannons and a bunch of flamethrowers. Just walking through all of this stuff. And once we get that 3rd engine room down, we're going to use our flares. Flares not being used a ton this season by me with this strategy anyways, but actually we're not even going to need to use flares. You see, just walking through this base is going to be the quickest way to get it done. 237 was the goal, and as you can see here, even if we throw a flare there, we're not going to get our troops over. 2 minutes 51 seconds. So hitting battle orders and running through all of that, you would have ended up on all sorts of shock mines. Dumb it down a little bit. You don't need to go super fancy. Brick and her battle orders are great, but this season, with all the shock mines, with all the regular mines, with all the boom mines, just simple it down. Brick's cluster grenade is great. When you see shock mines, don't fizzle. And this person's likely going to either fizzle or be very, very slow as a result. So just wanted to get this video out there. At the 3 engine room level, Cluster Grenade works great. At the 4 engine room level, Cluster Grenade works for now. Once Critter Launchers come out, the game is going to change drastically, so do keep that in mind. I know all of the things back here, boom mines, sniper towers, mortars are calling your name. That will get you up quicker, but do keep in mind that things like flamethrowers and mortars and boom mines are not going to do anything against rocket choppas. Rocket choppas are going to fly over top of all of that stuff, and Seekers are likely going to crush them with cryo bombs. So keep that balance in mind. This season, once you get past that initial mess, is pretty darn great, but you got to get past that mess. Hopefully you've done that. Hopefully you haven't parked. I'm ZMOT. Thank you for coming in. Peace.